day to everyone. So we're going to present our innovative ideas, which is the hydraulic flood barrier system. So flooding is one of the major problems in our society during rainy season. It's an overflow of a large amount of water beyond its normal limits. This also can be referred to the inflow of the tide or backflow of the river, which occurs to the location where the rivers met. From a geological perspective, floods are naturally consequences of stream flow in a continually changing environment. Severe tropical storm Washi, known in the Philippines as Tropical Storm Sendong, was a late season tropical cyclone that caused catastrophic damages, especially in Cagayan de Oro City, like Barangay Consolacion and Carmen. During that incident, people were unprepared and they didn't expect much damages, hence a lot of people died and things were destroyed. The water from the river rises abruptly and it went to the mentioned barangays. With these anticipated events, we researchers wanted to make a hydraulic flood barrier system. The water from the river continues to rise up, or in the streets and canals, the metal plate will release an emergency extended 90 degrees height of the barrier. This will help the people to have additional time for preparation to evacuate and feel secure during a natural disaster.
Significance of the study. The present study will be beneficial to the following people and groups. Common establishments. The present study will help the establishments which serves as one of the target market of the product being proposed. This study will benefit the said target for unforeseeable flooding on their location which will cause destruction to valuables. Community. The present study will help the community for it will serve as barrier to urban flooding and to protect their homes to any damages to belongings caused by flooding. Institutions. The present study will be beneficial to institutions that offer technology-related courses. Any studies associated with the innovative idea of a hydraulic flood barrier system that will utilize efficiency and will enhance any projects in terms of using electrohydraulics and production to any members of the institution. And lastly, future researchers. Future researchers will find this study useful because it will provide them with recommendations in developing an innovative product. It will serve as a guide for them to determine whether a product is useful, functional, and necessary in the future. The current study will also act as a guide for them in locating relevant literature on product development.
And for the statement of the problem, as flooding is a massive issue of the country, specifically urban flooding, the government put an action with this issue by constructing drainages to make way to the flow of the flood. But this action is not enough to prevent the rising of the flood level from entering premises in the area. It is cause of rising level and clogged drainages in times of flood. And for the statement of the problem, what are your insights about flood? What are the effects when area is flooding? How destructive a flood can take in a community? What level can a flood reach in your area? And what scenarios do you encounter with flooding?
So the solution to the said problem is to build the hydraulic flood barrier system. The purpose of hydraulic flood barrier system is to block the incoming flood from the street or in the overflowed canals, in order to prevent it to enter in the houses or in the infrastructures during rainy seasons.
Our illustration design of our hydraulic flood barrier system. The condition of our design is if the sensor detects beyond the water level, the silent door will automatically activate and extend for the purpose to block the water.